Hi, I am Kirsten Jones, and thank you so much for joining me as I share a little bit more about how you can take your passion for health and fitness to the next level. So, the first thing that I wanted to do was just share with you a little bit more about my own personal journey as a coach and a customer. I started as a customer about 6 years ago, a little over 6 years ago. I was invited to do an online health and fitness support group by someone that I knew from high school, and it came to me at the perfect time in my life. I was struggling with a lot of insecurities, a lack of self-love. I had just started a new career in a new state. I was living on my own. I was financially living paycheck to paycheck. And I was really just needing something in my life where I could have a community of support, and I needed to make a change with my nutrition, especially. And I wanted to see better results with my fitness. I had been someone that loved working out in the past. However, I was what I would call a cardio queen. I never really saw results because my diet was not in check, and I spent just hours at the gym on some kind of cardio equipment with really no science behind what I was doing. So I joined a challenge group, and I started with a program called Insanity. Maybe you've heard of it or done it before. I knew that I had to be in a support group to complete this program because it literally was insane and it was not easy. And I knew to stay committed, I needed to have the support of a health and fitness community. And that's exactly what it did. Little did I know how it would change my life. So I started by drinking Shakeology, which was the health food superfood shake that my coach had recommended to me, which ultimately has been such a difference maker in my life. I struggle with an autoimmune disease, and my whole life I've struggled with inflammation in my system. By starting to drink Shakeology, I have been able to treat my disease naturally so I can control the inflammation that is in my system. But in addition to that, I was also struggling with an eating disorder, and the Shakeology helped me to totally get that under control. And coaching has helped me to absolutely recover from that eating disorder. And I'll get into that in a little bit. But Shakeology controlled my triggers, which was sweets, because it controls my craving. So my inflammation was under control, which was great. My digestion was under control, which all those things go together. So I was more regular. I was feeling more energized because those toxins weren't in my body. I was completing this really intense fitness program that was giving me results. My diet was in check. So all these positive things were happening. And I was part of this amazing community that was supporting me 100% along the way. As life happened throughout the program, as it always does when we commit to something that isn't easy, I had that community to check into, to be accountable to, and I had the support of my coach every single step of the way. So when I finished that program and I had lost 15 pounds and I had literally changed my nutrition and started to change my life and see all these positive things start happening, I decided that I wanted to sign up to be a coach because I could stay accountable to this. So I could help some people and I could get a discount on my products. And I knew that if I was a coach and I was running these support groups every single month, that I would stay accountable to my own goals. And that's really how it started. I had no intention of making a career out of it. I am an occupational therapist by education. I had just started that career a year prior, and I loved it. I love OT. So I plan to continue on that road, and I just needed the accountability for myself. So I started as just doing this as a hobby on the side. Well, what happened over the next 2 years was I actually fell in love with the opportunity that was associated with coaching. As I started to continue to improve my own health, as I started to focus on personal development every single day, which is something that we as coaches is one of our vital behaviors, is that we feed our mind with positivity, and we're constantly growing ourselves every day. I was able to overcome the eating disorder. I was able to get in the best shape of my life. I started to create this community of people around me that were lifting me up, that were so positive, and that started to become my best friends. I started to earn an income, which was awesome. I was able to travel to see my family. I earned a trip in the first year of coaching, a vacation that I never would have been able to take. And I started to fall in love with myself. I was single and about 28 years old at the time. All my friends were getting married. They were starting to have babies. And it was a really hard time for me because I was just starting my career and I just didn't understand, when was I going to meet someone? When was I going to settle down? Little did I know that I needed to be working on myself first. So lo and behold, I'm working through this process of working full-time as an OT and doing this business part-time on the side, and really just putting in the work because I saw the potential of what could be with this opportunity. And the more that I worked the business and the more opportunity I saw for advancement and bonuses and opportunities to pay off all my college debt and opportunities to travel to conferences and trips and the people that I was meeting, the more and more I felt called to do this as a full-time job. So 2 years into working the business as a side hustle while working full-time, I was actually able to leave my full-time job because coaching was paying me more. So I left my full-time job, and literally the day that I resigned from my job was the day that I met my husband, which was super cool and totally a God thing. So I was on top of the world, and he saw that within me. He says that he saw this light within me because I really had fallen in love with myself through the process of getting in the best shape of my life, helping others, and feeding my mind with personal development every single day. So I met my husband because of all that, which is just amazing to me that happened in this process of coaching. So I met my husband, and we actually were married quickly and pregnant quickly, and it really worked out for our benefit because I was able to stay home while I was sick through the pregnancy, and I didn't have to go to work every day, and I was able to work my business the hours that worked for me. And then once my son was here, it's just really created this amazing schedule of freedom in our life. Unfortunately, when my son was 6 months old, my husband actually got laid off from his job, and we were so blessed to have this opportunity support us because we were okay financially while he started to search for a new career. And since then, he has started his own business and been able to pursue his own dreams. And so that has been really, really amazing with coaching because we were able to do that, and I was able to provide that opportunity for him. He didn't have to just jump into another sales job that he wasn't passionate about. So now we get to both live out our dreams of owning our own businesses, and we continue to do that today. I'm actually pregnant with baby number 2 due in a few months, and I'm excited that I have, again, this opportunity of flexibility. My oldest son's going to be going to preschool, which I feel blessed to be able to put him into that and still work my business and still take care of my babies. But the biggest thing that I love about coaching and my story is the community that it's given me. It's been the most accepting, loving community that I could ever be a part of. And it's a constant place of positivity and a place where you feel like you belong. As someone that suffered with an eating disorder and an autoimmune disease, it sometimes feels like you don't belong or it's scary. And I just always felt so welcomed with open arms to any event that we've ever had and to our team. We have team pages, we have team trainings. So when you join our team, you become part of the family. So what is it that we actually do as coaches? Well, we basically use the products that we love. We drink Shakeology. We follow the nutrition programs, the workout programs like Insanity, 21 Day Fix, maybe the ones that you've heard. We share our journey as we use these products. It's really as simple as that. I run monthly support groups for women to help them through the process and the journey. I connect them with the resources to help them to get results. And I literally become their best friend, their biggest encourager, their biggest cheerleader, and help them all along the way. And in a nutshell, that's basically what I do as a coach. I am an online influencer helping to inspire and motivate other women to become the best version of themselves through mind, body, and spirit. It's really amazing, and it is so unbelievably rewarding. So who are we? My team makes up a number of different people. We are moms, we are working professionals, we are single, we are married, we are military. Some people work in healthcare, some people are teachers, some people stay at home with their kids. We are from all walks of life on our team. But what we do have in common is that we believe in letting our light shine. We believe in making an income only when we are making an impact on other lives. We believe in the mission of helping to help women achieve their goals and live a healthy and fulfilling life. So that is absolutely our mission, and we are positive, and we literally are family, and we love each other. What makes my team different? I feel like the difference between our team is the culture that we have created. It is this fitness fanatics, loving family culture with our team because of where we are in the network and who we have on our team. We have amazing trainings, so you will have every single resource that you need to be successful. We are never staying in one place. We are always learning, we are always growing, and we are always encouraging. How do we earn income? Well, the next step after this, listening to this call, if you are inspired and feel like this is something that you want to learn more about, we will schedule a one-on-one call, and I will get in more detail with you about how you can earn income. But you do earn income from retail sales of the products. You earn income from building a team and teaching your team how to use and sell the products. And you will earn an income from bonus opportunities when you rank advance and you build your team. You also have the opportunity to get a lot of rewards through compensation and different Beachbody swag and trips and that kind of thing. And the last thing I want to go over is just some common objections that I hear from people who are excited about this opportunity but maybe afraid because of something they've heard or just, your own fears and hesitation. My biggest fear when I started coaching was, what are people going to think, right? What are my friends going to say? What are people going to think when I decide to sign up for this network marketing pyramid scheme? Well, what I've learned is no matter what you do in life, everyone is always going to have an opinion about it. And I have found that just by sharing my journey, that it has inspired and motivated so many people that the people that have a negative opinion to say about it, it really doesn't matter, because I have the opportunity to change lives, and I have changed lives. And it mostly, from the start, it was my life. And I know that I have the resources and the integrity behind the resources to help change lives. So I can't worry about what people think about me, because it's really none of my business anyway. So you may have those people that are questioning what you're doing, but I believe that if you believe in the products and you believe in what they're doing and your mission, then you aren't doing anything wrong. If your mission is to serve and help others, then you are exactly where you are supposed to be. I mentioned the word pyramid scheme. Some people think that this is a pyramid scheme. Let me just tell you that this is not a pyramid scheme, and a true pyramid scheme is actually one that there are no products being exchanged. It's literally just money going back and forth for signing people up. And that is absolutely not what this is. We are exchanging products, and we are getting products in the hands of people that literally can help them and change their lives. So this is absolutely not a pyramid scheme. Maybe you're afraid that, you're not an expert in nutrition or in fitness, and you don't have to be. The great thing is that we have all of the resources that are expert created. So we have the nutritionists that have created the nutrition programs, the experts behind creating the formulas of Shakeology in our performance line, the expert trainers that have created all of the programs. And now we have digital access to everything. So you can be just connecting your customers, doing the programs yourself so that you can be proof that the product works, and teaching based on your own experience, and then just connecting people with those resources. Maybe you feel like you're not in the best shape of your life, or you haven't hit your goal yet and you don't think that people will listen to you. Well, let me share this with you. On your journey, perfection is never inspirational. People are not inspired by perfection. They're inspired by the journey itself and you just sharing your story. And that includes the successes and the struggles, because that is what is more relatable. So the people that are sharing their journey, whether they are at their goal weight or not, those are the people that are going to inspire others. When we share our struggles and how we are using these resources to overcome them, that is where you start to connect with people, and people begin to follow you and want to know what you're doing. Maybe you're afraid that you don't have enough time. Let me just tell you that the busiest people get stuff done. So have you ever realized that when you're super busy, you're super productive? Well, that's it. I have found that the more that I have going on, the more productive that I am. So what we do is we do teach you how to make this work on a busy schedule. Yes, if you want to make this business work, if you're serious about taking your health and fitness to the next level and building a business, you will have to make sacrifices. I will not sugarcoat that. You'll have to make sacrifices, but I promise you they're absolutely worth it. So we teach you how to find those pockets of time where you can work your business, even if you are a mom, if you're working full time. If your why is big enough for what you want to do, you will overcome anything. And we have the resources and the know-how to teach you how to do that. Will it take work? Absolutely, it's going to take work. But I can promise you that the 2 years of work that I put in was so worth being able to walk away from my full-time job so that I could have a more flexible schedule. And yes, it still takes work, and yes, it still takes sacrifice, but I'm willing to make the sacrifice because it's that important to me and to my family. Maybe you have a spouse that isn't on board or don't think that they would be on board. My best advice in that sense is to really help them to educate them and to find out what it is that has them skeptical, and to connect them with myself or the person that invited you to this, and we can absolutely sit down and answer all of their questions. Most times a spouse has an objection because they just don't understand what it is. So educating them is going to be the biggest thing with your spouse. All right, guys, I think that's it. Those are most of the objections that I hear. That's a little bit about my story and what we do as coaches. So the next step is get back with me or the person that invited you on the call, and we can have you fill out our mentorship application to get into our next mentorship program that we run on a monthly basis. And then we'll set up your one-on-one call so we can chat more and answer more of your questions about this opportunity. I'm so excited that you took the time to listen, and I cannot wait to have you part of Team Design to Shine. Have a wonderful day.